I am not programmed to feel sympathy. Only cowards use shields. Destroy all flesh. I have more legs than you. You are but a cat and I am the laser pointer. Malfunctioning. Self-destruct initiated.
There's one. Oh, and another. The flowers we have in Hyrule aren't just beautiful. They're also quite useful as ingredients for a variety of things. This one here is called the Silent Princess. It's a rare, endangered species. Despite our efforts, we can't get them to grow domestically yet. The princess can only thrive out here, in the wild. All that we can hope is that the species will be strong enough to prosper on its own. Is that what I think it is? Look at this. I don't believe it, but I actually caught one! This delicacy is known to have very, very potent effects under the proper circumstances. Ta-da! Research from the castle shows ingesting one of these can actually augment certain abilities. We wouldn't be in a controlled environment out here, but with your level of physical fitness, you'd be a perfect candidate for the study. Go on. Taste it!
In bloom. Look! Aren't they lovely? I wanted to see how the shrine would look with flowers around it, and it's wonderful! Please, feel free to take a closer look. Just don't step on them. No! You must not hurt the flowers! They are screaming out in pain! How many times do I have to say it? Please treat the flowers with care! They're living things, you know! So many times. I've lost count of how many times I've told you. It's just so many now. How do you not understand? Why don't you get it? Ah, no! I work day after day after day to plant those flowers, and you come and hurt them over and over! I will make you understand. The flowers rage! Please take some time to really admire the flowers. I worked so hard to plant them.
I doubt this will let up anytime soon. Your path seems to mirror your father's. You've dedicated yourself to becoming a knight as well. Your commitment to the training necessary to fulfill your goal is really quite admirable. I see now why you would be the chosen one. What if one day you realized that you just weren't meant to be a fighter? Yet the only thing people ever said was that you were born into a family of the Royal Guard, and so no matter what you thought, you had to become a knight. If that was the only thing you were ever told, I wonder then, would you have chosen a different path?
Are you a traveler? I'd like to show you around, but now's not a really good time. Did you see the beast in the sky? That's Divine Beast Va Medoh. It showed up a while back. The Rito warriors who flew up to check it out were shot down. They say it used to be a divine being that protected the village, but it doesn't seem very divine to me. Thankfully, the thing only shoots at anything flying high up above the village. But still, it is pretty demoralizing for us Rito to have to fly so low to the ground.
So, have you seen it? Divine Beast Va Medoh? Everyone in the village is freaking out because of it, but I have bigger problems. My mom is so annoying! She asks me to help at the store every single day. I can't take it anymore. I don't want to just help. I want to open my own store and sell whatever I want.
Welcome. Ow. No offense, but this is none of your concern. That cursed monster.
Oh, a visitor. Welcome to... Oh, that object on your hip. Could it be? Forgive me, where are my manners? I am Canelli, elder of Rito Village. Now then, is that not a Sheikah slate dangling from your hip? Oh my, so it's true. Oh, that means you must be a champion like Master Revali, one of the few able to board Divine Beast Va Medoh. Oh no, what am I thinking? The champions have all been dead for 100 years. This boy must be a mere descendant, an inheritor of the Sheikah slate. Oh, forgive me. Champion descendant, if you would listen to this old man's request, you would have my eternal gratitude. Thank you, truly. Ho, ho, ho. Now that I know you have the blood of a champion, there is something I must ask of you. How shall I put this? I would like you to deal with Divine Beast Va Medoh, the giant beast circling above us. Only a chosen one, a champion, can stop a divine beast. You must enter the beast and bend it to your will. I tried explaining this to the more headstrong Rito warriors, but they wouldn't listen to reason. Teba and Hearth tried to confront Medoh, but it did not go well, and Hearth was injured. Teba escaped unscathed, but I fear he now plans to face Medoh alone. As a descendant of the champions, perhaps you can help us. Please, find Teba. If you work together, you may be able to stop Divine Beast Va Medoh.
The Traveler. Forgive my intrusion, but I overheard you speaking with the Elder. It sounds like you intend to help my husband, Teba, in the fight against Medoh. But to tell the truth, there's not much I can do for you right now beyond telling you where my husband went. Well, my husband headed to a place called the Flight Range. It's in Dronok's Pass at the base of the Hebra Mountains. It's a place where Rito warriors prepare for aerial combat. I imagine he's gone there to gather weapons for another run at Medoh. As it happens, he made his way to the Flight Range on foot this time. If you take off from Revali's Landing, it's a straight shot down to the Flight Range. Revali's Landing is a memorial for the Rito champion, Revali, so named in the hope that none might forget the events of that horrible day.
Impressive, I know. Very few can achieve a mastery of the sky. Yet I have made an art of creating an updraft that allows me to soar. It's considered to be quite the masterpiece of aerial techniques, even among the Rito. With proper utilization of my superior skills, I see no reason why we couldn't easily dispense with Ganon. Now then, my ability to explore the firmament is certainly of note. But let's not, pardon me for being so blunt, let's not forget the fact that I am the most skilled archer of all the Rito. Yet despite these truths, it seems that I have been tapped to merely assist you. All because you happen to have that little darkness-sealing sword on your back. I mean, it's just asinine. Unless you think you can prove me wrong? Maybe we should just settle this one-on-one. But where? Oh, I know! How about up there? Oh, you must pardon me. I forgot you have no way of making it up to that divine beast on your own. Good luck sealing the darkness!
Descendant! Are you all right? My apologies. I fear I've said far too much. If there's anything you do not understand, please do not hesitate to ask. My husband is very impulsive. Once he gets an idea in his head, there's no reasoning with him. We tried to stop him from going off to fight Medoh on his own, but he refused to listen. Though I cannot feign surprise, I did marry a Rito warrior after all.
Yeah? I don't know you. I'm actually pretty busy here. You should probably go. Did you need something? I'm busy here. Help me? With what, exactly? Let me get this straight. Some random Hylian wants to help me bring down Divine Beast Von Medoh? I'm not buying it. What's your name, stranger? Link, huh? Well, Link, I'm Teba, but you already knew that. I'm guessing the Elder asked you to come here and talk some sense into me. Am I right? Just like the Elder to trust any fool wandering into town. Look, you seem like an alright guy, but let's make one thing clear. I'm not going anywhere. As a Rito warrior, I can't rest until my people are safe. There's only one way I'm going back to Rito Village. Once Divine Beast Von Medoh falls from the sky. If I have to kill Medoh, so be it. Only then will I return to the village. Are you serious? Well, far be it for me to talk you off the ledge. But it's as the Elder said. The only way to stop Divine Beast Von Medoh is to get inside it. Fat chance of that happening. There's no way we can set foot in Medoh. So not only are you wingless, you're brainless too. Let me fill you in. The only people able to enter the Divine Beast are the 5 champions of old. And unfortunately for us and the rest of Hyrule, they all died 100 years ago. If it hadn't been for Ganon. Never mind. Let's focus on bringing down Medoh. One step at a time. If we approach Medoh recklessly, its cannons will blast us out of the sky before we even get close. So I'm going to need to test you before I take you with me. We Rito warriors use the updraft in this ravine to hone our aerial archery skills. The updraft is so strong here that a person could just open up a cloth over their head and float up easily. Now, let's see what you're capable of. Okay, come on back. You're a skilled archer. It was as if time stopped with every arrow you let fly. I've got to tell you, Link, when you first showed up, I thought someone was pulling a prank on me. But after seeing you handle that bow, I can tell you're the real deal. You must have seen a battle or two. I believe it. Link, I feel I've heard that name somewhere before. Well, if you really want to help me bring down Medoh, it's now or never. I'll get you into position so you can give its cannons all you've got. Inside that treasure chest is a bow I've modified. Take it, and let me know when you're ready. Okay, it's time to face Divine Beast Von Medoh. Normal arrows won't put a dent in those cannons. You'll need to hit them with bomb arrows. These are a precious commodity, so don't expect me to do this again. But take these bomb arrows. Also, it'll be cold up there. You'll want to prepare a warm meal or bring some warm clothes. Alright, let me ask you something. Why are you doing this? Why risk your life to bring down Medoh? Zelda. But that's the name of the princess Revali served 100 years ago at Hyrule Castle. I don't know what she has to do with Divine Beast Von Medoh, but whatever. As long as you're helping me bring down Medoh, your motivation is fine by me. Right. Get on. All right. It's showtime. Man, even I feel like I'm going to freeze up here. There's Divine Beast Von Medoh. It has its barrier up again. What a pain. What's wrong, Link? Too scared to talk? Let's go over the plan. You see those cannons? I'll draw their fire. While I'm doing that, use your bomb arrows to destroy the cannons. Got it so far? If you need to withdraw for a bit, just spread your cloth and float straight up in the updraft for a while. I'll take that as a sign that we need to regroup. Don't bother aiming for anything covered by Medoh's barrier. It's impenetrable. And whatever you do, don't get close enough to touch it. And finally, I know I've said this a few times already, but don't forget your cold protection. We can move whenever you're ready. Alright, now go blow up those cannons. It's up to you. Got it. That's it. We did it. Well done, Link. That thing is history. Bad news, Link. It looks like I got hit pretty good back there. I think I need to get back to the flight range. I just hope that I can make it back. You head down to Medoh. Good luck. It's all you.
Travel gate registered to map.
Well now, I've seen that face before. I had a feeling you would show up eventually, but making me wait 100 years is a bit indulgent. You're here to wrest control of Medoh away from Ganon, correct? If so, then the first thing you'll want to do is find yourself a map. That guidance stone has the information for the layout of this divine beast. Can you make it there?
Sheikah Slate authenticated. Distilling map of divine beast. Divine beast controls have been enabled.
You'll need to look closely at your map of the divine beast. The terminals that will activate Medoh are marked by those glowing points. You'll need to activate all of the terminals to take back control. Think you're up to it?
Sheikah Slate authenticated.
There are 4 terminals remaining. Still a ways to go.
Sheikah Slate authenticated.
There are 3 terminals remaining. Keep going.
Sheikah Slate authenticated.
There are 2 terminals remaining. You're almost there.
Sheikah Slate authenticated.
Just 1 terminal remaining. What do you know?
Sheikah Slate authenticated.
That was the last terminal. Now you just need to start the main control unit. I want you to take a good look at your map. There should be a new glowing point on there. Well, flap to it. Is one of Ganon's own, and it plays dirty. It defeated me 100 years ago, but only because I was winging it. I can't believe I'm actually saying this, but you must avenge me, Link! His aim is dead on. Watch yourself! Watch your blind spot! Not bad. Well, I'll be plucked. You defeated him, eh? Who would have thought? Well done. I suppose I should thank you now that my spirit is free. This returns Medoh back to its rightful owner. Don't preen yourself just for doing your job. I do suppose you've proven your value as a warrior. A warrior worthy of my unique ability. The sacred skill that I have dubbed Revali's Gale! Ah! Ah! It's now time to move on and start making preparations for Medoh's strike on Ganon. But only if you think you'll still need my help while you're fighting inside Hyrule Castle. Feel free to thank me now. Or, never mind, just go. Your job is far from finished, you know. The princess has been waiting an awful long time. Medoh's sights are now set. You'll have a precise speed on Ganon from this vantage point. And when the time is right, give him everything you've got. Now we wait for that perfect moment. Ha! Medoh, we've been artfully patient for the last 100 years. I doubt you'll suffer a feather over a few more moments. After all these years, I simply must admit the truth. Even without the power of flight, Link made his way to this divine beast and accomplished something that even I could not. Guess I was wrong about how lucky he would be. I hope that luck holds out, Link, for everyone's sake.
I really owe you for what you did. It's fine. Thanks to my wife, I've recovered to the point where I can stand. Actually, my wife told me something about you. She says you're a descendant of the champion. Go on. There's nothing to hide. Your bowmanship, the way you move through the air, there's no doubt about it. You have the blood of a champion. What? You look like you've got something to say. Don't tell me. You're the Hylian champion? Good one, pal. Everyone knows that all of the champions were wiped out by Calamity Ganon 100 years ago. And even if they survived that, they'd be old geezers with canes instead of swords. I let the Elder know about what happened with Divine Beast Va Medoh, but you should probably go talk to him.
You have done it, and you survived at that. You conquered Divine Beast Va Medoh. To think the beast has taken up roost at the top of the village, it looks simply divine. If the legends are true, the light from the divine beasts will ravage the calamity. For now, Divine Beast Va Medoh will become the protector of this village and live on in legend, alongside you. Ho, ho, ho. Oh, yes, of course. I must reward you properly. Feel free to take what you find in that treasure chest. You will get more use out of it than I. What you did was miraculous. Though I should expect nothing less of one from the bloodline of a champion. Why, you are almost the equal of the very Hylian champion who fought with Master Revali 100 years ago. All you lack is the sword that seals the darkness. They say the Hylian champion wielded the sword that seals the darkness that now sleeps in the Lost Woods.
Yahaha! You found me! Bye-bye!
Incredible. We're at a point now where we can actually control them. At the current rate, we'll soon know all we need to know about the Guardians and the Divine Beasts, and should Ganon ever show itself again, we'll be well positioned to defend ourselves.
What are you doing out here, Zelda?
I was assessing the results of the experiment with the Guardians. These pieces of ancient technology could be quite useful against
I know that. They are essential to Hyrule's future, and our research demands that we keep a close eye on them. However, as the princess, you currently have a crucial unfulfilled responsibility to your kingdom. Let me ask you once more. When will you stop treating this as some sort of childish game?
I'm doing everything I can. I'll have you know that I just recently returned from the Spring of Courage, where I offered every ounce of my prayers to the goddess.
And now you are here wasting your time. You need to be dedicating every moment you have to your training. You must be single-minded in unlocking the power that will seal Calamity Ganon away.
I already am. Don't you see there's nothing more I can do? My hope is that you'll allow me to contribute here in whatever way I can.
No more excuses, Zelda. Stop running away from your duty. As the king, I forbid you to have anything to do with these machines from this moment on, and command you to focus on your training. Do you know how the gossip mongers refer to you? They are out there at this moment, whispering amongst themselves that you are the heir to a throne of nothing. Nothing but failure. It is woven into your destiny that you prove them wrong. Do you understand?
Yes. I understand.
It's... Hey, you! What are you doing here? Are you the one called Link? That's too bad. If you were the legendary Link, there would be something important I'd need to tell you. But how can I determine with full certainty whether or not you are the true hero? Yes, how indeed? Yes. If you can show me the wounds your body suffered 100 years ago, that should prove you are truly Link. Yes, the number of scars on your body, just as I remember. Most seem to have healed, but they do line up with the scars I know you got during the Great Calamity 100 years ago. Yes, I acknowledge you as the real Link. So, let us begin again. I am the lead Guardian Researcher and Director of the Akkala Ancient Tech Lab, Dr. Robbie! In any case, I really am impressed that you made it all the way out to this rather remote location. Did you, perchance, meet Purah and borrow her power? Purah? A child? What? She really has a kid? Or do you mean that Purah aged backward, and she is now a child? Are you certain? So she is as crazy as ever. Okie doke. Knowing her, I'm guessing she screwed up some experiment. Yes, typical. Let us return to the subject at hand, Did you know that the Calamity is regaining its power? I see. Then I don't need to tell you my story, Yes, I see. In that case, the goal of our Sheikah Research Lab is simple, really. We aim to destroy the calamity that has endured across time, to rid Hyrule of its dark influence, and above all, to rescue Princess Zelda, who is now a prisoner of the calamity. We have worked ourselves to the bone conducting our research. For a time, I'd feared I'd pass before we could prevail. However, you, Link, managed to awaken before this old sack of flesh gave out. That means the time is now. Yes. Now is the time to join forces with a Sheikah, yes? We must destroy the calamity! Yes, that is correct. You and I are going to join forces to put an end to the calamity. And on that note, sorry for the long preamble, but I'd like to provide you with some ancient soldier gear. Did you catch all that? Cherry, the ancient oven, creates ancient soldier gear, but I fear she's out of sorts at the moment. I'm afraid someone will have to bring the blue flame from the ancient furnace again.
Morning! And check it out! How was that? I figured I'd give an impression of Hitano Engine Tech Lab's director Purah a shot. Maybe it was a bit much for the first time meeting you, though. Oh, Link. I'm really glad you're such a friendly guy. So, what do you need from me? Heya, I'm Jaren. Check it out. I'm an amateur scholar of ancient history. To be honest, I've been focusing a lot of my research on shrines. Have you got any other questions? Robbie is one of the researchers of ancient civilizations. He was studying guardians at Hyrule Castle 100 years ago. Oh, Robbie. We're half-century apart age-wise, but we never let that get in the way. He and I are married. Yes, indeed. Together, we run the Akkala Ancient Tech Lab. I've got a son as well. Have you got any other questions? See you later.
Akkala Ancient Tech Lab has been added to your map as a travel gate.
Hey! Familiar name missing? You, Link, listen up, My darling Cherry is back to normal. Such is the power of love. My love made Cherry well again. Oh, well, thank you. Yes, quite. Now then, please take this as a gift of my gratitude, now that Cherry is fixed. They are made using secret Sheikah technology. With the addition of my upgrades, they have morphed into anti-calamity weapons, so to speak. Needless to say, they are an incredibly powerful type of ancient soldier gear. I like to call them Ancient Arrows! In addition to Ancient Arrows, Cherry can make all kinds of ancient soldier gear. If you're looking to acquire some, give your ancient materials and rupees to Cherry. Did you hear that? Ah, forgive me, Link. Ever since the fall of Hyrule Castle, we haven't had much in the way of funds for our research. That's why I thought you might be willing to help us out. With rupees, lots of them. I beg of you. Then let's do it, The two of us as soon as possible. Yes, let's conquer the calamity!
I come seeking help regarding this power that has been handed down over time. Prayer will awaken my power to seal Ganon away. Or so I've been told all my life. And yet, Grandmother heard them. The voices from the spirit realm. And Mother said her own power would develop within me. But I don't hear or feel anything. Father has told me time and time again. He always says, quit wasting your time playing at being a scholar. Curse you. I've spent every day of my life dedicated to praying. I've pleaded to the spirits tied to the ancient gods. And still the holy powers have proven deaf to my devotion. Please just tell me. What is it? What's wrong with me?
Yahaha! You found me! Bye-bye!
Nothing unusual here. Sabak! This is Karakara Bazaar. Gerudo Town is still a fair distance southwest of here. If you're headed there, you should consider resting a bit. Though you are a Vo. Even if you make it to town, you won't be able to get in. All the same, the Divine Beast is kicking up a storm right now, so I don't recommend going to Gerudo Town. You don't know about Divine Beast Va Naboris? Supposedly, it's the guardian deity for the Gerudo people, but it suddenly started acting up a while back. There's nothing we can do to stop it either. It's protected by a fierce sandstorm and intense lightning. Though it hasn't yet, it could easily head toward Gerudo Town or this oasis. I do my best to keep an eye on it from here. Gerudo Town is to the southwest. It's the biggest village in the area. It's famous for trade and also for staying active and vibrant all night long. However, there is a law forbidding Vo, males, from entering the city. I don't need any thanks. This is my job, after all. You know, the desert is hot during the day and cold at night. It'll take the energy out of you in no time. If you plan to head out into the desert, make sure you're prepared.
Ça va? Who are you? You? You're a Vo, aren't you? No. I bet Mama would have a problem with a delicate Vo like you. Oh, yes. I'm Ronson. I hail from Gerudo Town. This search for the love of my life? I'm so exhausted by it. Ugh. I don't know why I'm even saying this. It's no business of a Hylian like you, but I'm constantly being bothered by my mother over not having found the love of my life. Exactly. Since it's so rare for a Vo to be born into a Gerudo, we seek out husbands from the world beyond Gerudo Town. I've proven myself to be a gifted tailor, but none of the Vo I've met seem to appreciate a well-hemmed garment. I was hoping my craft would help me find a mate, but it doesn't seem like there's much work for a tailor around here. I wonder if there really is someone out there for me.
Hey, you're... Oh, I see. So you're just like us. But then, that must mean... Are you also stranded out here? We wanted to make it to Gerudo Town to sell our goods, but we were stopped before we could go in. Apparently, they only let women into that town. And to think we came all the way out here. Our leader went to Gerudo Town to try to figure out how we can get inside, but he hasn't come back yet. I imagine he isn't having a ton of luck.
I'm baking in the sun. Okay, it's a Vo. You can handle this. Deep breaths, Kyra. Remember your training. First, you greet the Vo like anyone else. Savak! Nice to meet you. I'm Kyra. From the Gerudo. I'm wandering the world, learning what I can and seeking my dreams. And I can tell, just from looking at you, you have a place in my dreams, don't you? Did we meet for a reason? No, I know this one. My Vaba warned me about Vo who throw words like dream girl around. Let's just forget we ever spoke. Savork, traveler.
Oh, I was so focused just now. Do you have business with me? What? No, I'm not a spy. I'm a merchant. I may not look like it, but I'm actually the leader of a caravan. I've traveled all the way here, but this town doesn't allow men to go in. So that's why I had to, it's research! Research! And think what you want, but I finally found some key info on how to sneak into Gerudo Town. Well, allow me to share with you my heroic tale. It's been close to a week now. The guards have kicked me out more times than I can count. I almost gave up hope. However, I have learned only recently of a man that slipped into this well-guarded town. I heard that man is frequently traveling between Akkala Bazaar and Gerudo Town. I've been waiting here, trying to spot him as he travels.
Our boss. I get the feeling that he isn't coming back from Gerudo Town anytime soon. I hope he's okay. What? There's a man who got into Gerudo Town? And the boss says he comes here to the Akkala Bazaar? I guess it must be true if the boss said so. But I've never seen anyone around here who strikes me as a super sneaky guy. There was that pretty Hylian gal at the general store. It's unusual to see a Hylian girl dressed like a Gerudo. Her Gerudo clothes. I wonder where she bought them. Maybe if I wore those clothes. Nah, I'm so out of my element with all this sneaky stuff.
Oh, Vasak. A sneaky what? You mean a Vo? Sneaking around town? I haven't seen anyone like that. There's a Hylian Vi who likes to relax on the roof. Though in the afternoon, it's probably too hot up there.
Oh my! What a lovely young lad you are. Do you need something from me? What's that? You've heard about a man who snuck into Gerudo Town? Oh, I don't know anything about him. Sorry I couldn't be more help. You're making my cheeks warm looking at me like that. Oh, such a nice thing to say. And I'm sure you'd agree that these clothes only help my looks, right? Now that I think about it, this style would look quite fetching on you. I'd have to charge you, of course, but I bet people would see you completely differently if you wore them. What do you think? Do you want to buy them for 600 rupees? It's a deal then! I'll take your rupees now. I have the perfect outfit for you. Go ahead and change into it right now. Don't worry. I'll look away. You look adorable! Ah, just as I thought. You make for quite a good-looking gal. That's a traditional Gerudo outfit. It's such a striking look around here, I doubt anyone would even suspect that you're a man. On top of that, it breathes so well that it's sure to help you deal with the desert heat. At least a little. I'm so glad I was able to help you out. If you're free to grab something to eat sometime, keep me in mind. Make sure you watch out for the wind. If you want to get more ladies' clothing, come back anytime.
This is Gerudo Town, Hyrule's largest trade hub. Only Vi are permitted entry within the walls, and we're constantly on alert for anyone who looks suspicious. Not Vi. Bite your bottom lip as you say it. It translates to woman in your language. So long as we're on the subject, Vo is our word for man. If you plan to stay a while, you do well to learn the language. Even with the divine beast out there making a fuss, a little Vi like you just strolls into town. You've done well to make it to Gerudo Town. The chief keeps saying everything is going to be okay, but thinking about the divine beast makes me so uneasy. This town is led by our fantastic chief, Lady Riju. She became chief after her mother, our old chief, passed away. Though young, Lady Riju was our old chief's only daughter, so naturally the duties of leading the Gerudo fell to her. There have been other troubles on top of the divine beast acting violently. I hear it has the chief and her advisors pretty worried.
Good grief. I can't believe the chief's heirloom was stolen by thieves.
Oh, the helmet that was supposed to be Lady Urbosa's favorite, right? It's been handed down from chief to chief for generations. Apparently, the chief is pretty distressed.
She's still so small, too. Poor thing.
This is the home of the chief of the Gerudo. It is my duty to make sure that no one suspicious enters. Do not distract me from my job. You're short! Your hair is the wrong color! And I can't even see your abs! It is absolutely ridiculous for you to claim that you're Gerudo. All evidence says otherwise.
I ask you, Ferosa, is there anything better than a taste of noble pursuit?
You were at death's door and you ran all the way here for that? Good grief! You're in incredible shape. Does that mean you don't plan to investigate that shrine anymore?
Definitely. I never dreamed that kind of work would be so dull.
I'm not surprised you found it dull. That sort of thing isn't really you.
Yeah, you know what really is me? Drinking!
Oh, I was going to tell you. I finally got my hands on the password for you know where.
Seriously?
Wow, that place is a little crazy, isn't it? Maybe, but I'm really interested.
Anyway, the password is...
Wait a second. You! Did you really think we wouldn't see you standing there listening to our conversation? So rude! This is a private conversation. Go away!
Stupid Vo. Who needs them? I like to be the one to do the cooking. Jerk waits until after I take the cooking class to tell me this. I really like shorter hair. I grew my hair out because he said he liked long hair. I don't like girls twice my height. What's he mean by that? I'm only 8 feet tall. I'm engaged. I can't even be angry at that one.
Okay, everyone. Let's show our cute observer what we've been learning in class. Now then, you're walking down the street on your way somewhere, and a handsome Vo you've never met approaches.
Oh! I would wave casually to him, but also keep myself prepared in case he's a distraction for a bandit ambush.
Excellent thinking, Pasha. That's a prudent approach to a new situation. Remember that sometimes Vo may look suspicious, but are just being wary due to the sight of a daunting Gerudo.
Oh! I would enthusiastically greet him, approaching with a smile and with my hands clearly empty.
Wow, Dina, that's a very optimistic approach to take. Being overly friendly is an excellent way to put a stranger's mind at ease.
Oh! I would walk casually toward him and then strike a fierce blow when he least suspected it.
Risa, that would be a crime. Now then, in your travels, you come upon an injured Vo lying on the ground. What do you do?
Oh! I immediately lift him up over my shoulder and carry him to the nearest person who can treat him.
That's a very proactive answer, Pasha. Always be aware that an injured person may have non-visible injuries before you move them, though.
Oh! I would determine what was the matter and make a medicine on the spot to treat him.
Great answer, Dina. Just be careful that the Vo doesn't have some sort of allergy to the ingredients in your medicine.
Oh! I would secretly bring him back to my home where I could help him gradually recover.
Risa, a sweet sentiment, but also basically kidnapping. Now then, you are suddenly approached by a Vo whose attention you've sought, and he abruptly engages you in conversation.
I would pretend that I don't know how to speak his language.
That's an interesting approach, Pasha. You could inspire some curiosity in the Vo by doing that. Remember, it isn't unrealistic that the Vo may actually speak the language you pretend to know, too.
Oh! I would take the up-close opportunity to determine his social standing based on the clothes he's wearing.
Ah, good thinking, Dina. Just remember that sometimes all of someone's good clothes are dirty, so they might wear something more casual.
Oh! I would grab his hand and twist his wrist until he agreed to marry me!
What? You'd... Risa, let's talk after class.
Check out all new clothes!
Relax your body and mind at Hotel Oasis!
Orange is so in right now.
Yet another traveler. How did you get in here? Oh, it seems you have something rather interesting there.
You stand before Lady Riju, Chief of the Gerudo. Declare your business, but come no closer.
Hold on, Boliara. This one appears to be more than a common traveler. You there. What is your name? Link. And what is it you've come all the way here to tell me, Link?
You think you have what it takes to subdue something so powerful as a divine beast? The only ones who could ever control them were champions like Lady Urbosa. And all of the champions died in the Calamity 100 years ago.
Boliara, a memory just jumped into my head. Something my mother spoke of. When the Calamity happened, the Princess of Hyrule placed a fallen swordsman into a deep sleep. That swordsman, much like our new friend here, was named Link, though it always seemed more legend than fact.
But Lady Riju, do those same stories not also say that the Hylian champion carried a legendary sword? I see no such weapon in this person's care.
They do indeed. If I recall correctly, it was called the Sword That Seals the Darkness. The Princess of Hyrule supposedly hid it away in the Lost Woods. What of the device on this one's hip? It appears to be a precious relic of the Sheikah. I can't imagine they would give something so valuable to a simple drifter. Can you?
I don't remember ever hearing of a Hylian Vi among the champions. Wait a moment! You're a Vo!
A Vo within her walls is a great crime. But a Vo who is a champion? Well, we'd never mistreat a friend of Lady Urbosa. And if you're here to help us with Naboris, then we are allies. You saw it on your way to our town. Divine Beast Va Naboris, cloaked in a massive sandstorm, hurling lightning at any who dare approach. We have to do something to stop it, but we have yet to find any way to appease the Divine Beast on our own. If you truly are a champion, perhaps you will be able to enter Naboris and calm its anger.
Lady Riju, I don't see how you can trust a complete stranger with something as important as this task. Perhaps if this person were first to prove his worth, by recovering your stolen Thunder Helm.
Ah, yes. An interesting suggestion. You see, there is only one thing in all of Hyrule that can withstand the lightning from Naboris. The Thunder Helm, a family heirloom and relic of the Gerudo. But, as Buliara says, it was stolen from us.
You needn't worry, Lady Riju. If he truly is a champion, this should be an easy task for him. Our soldiers can tell you all you need to know about the thieves who stole Lady Riju's heirloom. Head through this arch. It will lead you to the barracks. Then, seek out Captain Teak and ask for a full report.
Without my heirloom, you'll never be able to approach Naboris. You know, I take heart in having such a rare visitor as yourself. Lady Urbosa must be looking out for us.
Hey, I haven't seen Barta. Where's she gone off to?
She said she was going to scout the thieves' hideout, but then she left before we could say anything. Now that I think about it, she's been gone for 2 days. I wonder what happened to her.
Are you serious? Why did you let her go by herself? And why did you wait 2 days to report this?
I apologize. She said she just wanted to check it out and would be careful, so I thought...
As if we aren't busy enough searching for the chief's heirloom, now we have to find Barta, too. If the captain hears about this fiasco, she'll punish us for sure. Probably 100 laps around Gerudo Desert. Again.
Oh no. What should we do?
I'm thinking about it!
What are you doing in here? This is the barracks for the chief's guards, not a place for tourists to gather. We're on high alert after the recent theft, so you should clear out. What? Buliara sent you? My apologies. I'm the officer in charge of the soldiers, Captain Teak. The chief's heirloom was stolen by thieves belonging to the Yiga clan the other day, so everyone is on edge. We've determined that the Yiga's hideout is in Rito Valley. But the soldiers are all exhausted, so I was just thinking about requesting some extra help. Hey everyone! Listen up! This Hylian Vi has agreed to help us, so offer her any information you can. Consider yourself a part of our unit. If you have any questions, my troops will be happy to help.
These thieves are highly skilled in both stealth and disguise. They refer to themselves as the Yiga. They slipped into town in the dark of night, stole the chief's heirloom, and vanished like smoke in the wind. We believe them to be descendants of the Sheikah tribe that splintered and turned to villainy. But why would they want to steal the Thunder Helm? We know that the thieves' hideout is in Rito Valley. The path through the valley is very difficult. Despite repeated attempts to infiltrate the hideout, we haven't yet managed to set foot inside. Painful though it is to admit, it seems possible that some other group of desert dwellers has bested us.
Hey, what are you doing here? This is the hideout of those Yiga thieves who stole the Thunder Helm. If they spot you, they'll call their friends for sure. There's no way you can take them all on. If only you had some way of distracting them, but I don't know how. All I ever see them do is patrol and eat bananas. I haven't even seen anything else that you could exploit as a weakness. Listen, this place is dangerous. You should get out of here while you can. I can take care of myself.
Ooh, banana. Come to Papa.
Hey, I want some too!
Hey! Who the heck are you? And what are you doing in my napping spot? Wait a minute. That thing on your hip! Is that... Could it be a Sheikah slate? If it is a Sheikah slate, then that means... Yeah! It's you! You're that Link guy I've been looking for! What luck! My scouts are out in the field looking high and low, but you just wander into my hideout! Oh, excuse me. I haven't introduced myself yet. I am the leader of the Yiga clan! The strong, the burly, the one, the only! Master Kohga! Now prepare yourself! Spin, spin, spin. Ow! Oh, curse you! Spinning move! Owie! Oh, no fair! You cheated! Oh, I'm going to kill you! To death! Get through this! Ball attack! Who would have thought I'd be done in like this? And by this guy of all people. You think I'm just going to let this stand? Do you? I almost lost my temper there. Ah, what a pain. I can't go out this way. What to do? Ha! I got it! I need to bust out my serious moves. A secret technique taught by my father's mother's father. It will destroy you! This is the end! maybe it's just a tad too big. Are you still over there? Well, no matter. Pretty soon you'll be gone. And not just from my line of sight. Only the leader of the Yiga clan can use this secret technique. It is the ultimate... Whoa, 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 whoa! Coward! I shall be remembered! The Yiga clan will track you to the ends of Hyrule!
If you are looking for Lady Riju, she's on the second floor. Normally people aren't allowed into her sleeping quarters, but she has given you permission, it seems. Be on your best manners. If she deems you to be a disturbance to her, it will not end well for you.
I've been waiting for you. Oh, you needn't say a word. As the chief of the Gerudo, I can sense the power of the heirloom flowing from you. I know that you've succeeded. I am, as you have no doubt noticed, still but a child. The people look on me with nothing but warmth in their eyes. But even this brings me some pain, I must admit. I've tried so hard to be worthy of their love, to be a worthy chief, and to prove to myself that I was worthy too. When my family heirloom was stolen, it felt as though a shadow had fallen over me. Yes, your arrival in the midst of all this must be the work of Lady Urbosa. Now, please give me the helm. How do I look?
Ah, well, you certainly got here fast. I should have expected as much from the princess's own appointed knight. She was out on a survey all day today, still as the sands now. So, spill it, boy. Have the two of you been getting along all right? It's okay, I know. Your silence speaks volumes. She gets frustrated every time she looks up and sees you carrying that sword on your back. It makes her feel like a failure when it comes to her own destiny. Don't worry, it's not like you carry blame in any of this. It's unfortunate. She's put in more than enough time. Ever since she was a young girl, she's gone through rigorous daily routines to show her dedication. She once passed out in the freezing waters trying to access this sealing power, and she has nothing to show for it. That's the motivation driving her research. I'd be doing the same thing. She really is quite special. You be sure to protect her with your life. It's quite the honor. The night brings a chill. It's probably time we take her in. Or...
Urbosa! What was that? Did you feel that? Wait, what? How did you... What are you doing here? What's so funny?
What's wrong? You're just staring. Anyway, what matters now is... How is it? Do I look alright? I see. The threat Divine Beast Naboris poses has only grown since we began searching for the heirloom. I believe that Gerudo Town itself may be in danger before too long. As chief, and as a Gerudo, I must find some way to stop that thing before it threatens my people. Will you help me? Who would have thought that, just before such a momentous battle, hearing a simple, confident pledge of support from you would be what puts me at ease. I'll head out now. Let's meet up at the lookout post south of town. There's only one way to get close to Naboris, and that's with the help of a sand seal. The lookout post isn't too far from town, but you should take a sand seal there. You can get some practice in that way. I'll be there waiting for you with my favorite sand seal, Patricia. Still, it really is a little big. What a sight. Divine Beast Naboris is pretty intimidating. If we want to get close enough to that thing, we'll need to use sand seals. Are you ready? Feeling confident? Good. Let's get going then. First, we'll use the sand seals to get in really close to that thing. I'll take the lead. I'm counting on you to shoot at its feet with bomb arrows. Naboris draws energy from the ground to keep moving. If you damage the feet, I think you can stop it. Those lightning strikes, though. Getting hit even once could prove fatal. The Thunder Helm can repel the lightning strikes, protecting me from harm. But it can also shield a limited area around me. You'll have to stay close if you don't want to be shocked. And listen, if you're too injured to keep fighting, promise me you'll retreat here, to the lookout post. Don't do anything reckless under any circumstances. Here are some Gerudo bomb arrows. There aren't many, so be sure to put them to good use. This is the last time I'll ask. Are you ready? Could you give me a bit of room, just for a moment? My name is Riju, descendant of the royal line and leader of the Gerudo people. With the power of the heirloom passed down in my family, I shall calm the divine beast Naboris. Ancestors of the Gerudo, answer my call. Aid me in this task. Oh, wow. I can feel their power coursing through me. Let's move. Lady Urbosa, please grant Link and me your protection. Don't stray. Aim for its feet.
Unfortunately, I cannot appease Naboris on my own. I have no choice but to entrust the rest to you. Don't let us down, Link.
Travel gate registered to map.
Well, well, well. You sure do know how to keep a woman waiting. I can't wait to see you take Naboris back from Ganon. One thing at a time. You'll need a map to find your way around. Head over to that guidance stone over there. Sounds easy, right?
Sheikah Slate authenticated. Distilling map of Divine Beast. Divine Beast controls have been enabled.
Good work getting the map of the Divine Beast. The terminals that control Naboris are noted by a series of glowing points on your map. Take Naboris back by activating all of the terminals. You're ready for this.
Sheikah Slate authenticated.
There are 4 terminals remaining. I'm counting on you.
Sheikah Slate authenticated.
There are 3 terminals remaining. Hang in there.
Sheikah Slate authenticated.
There are 2 terminals remaining. Stay focused.
Sheikah Slate authenticated.
Just 1 terminal remaining. You're almost there.
Sheikah Slate authenticated.
Well done. That was the last of the terminals. Now, you'll need to start up the main control unit. Take a good look at your map. Head for the glowing mark you see there. You're doing well. But overconfidence can be a deadly foe. Stay on your edge, Link. This formidable adversary was made by Ganon and brought me to a warrior's demise 100 years ago. Do not allow this to be your end. Fight for your life.
and its death. This thing is fast. Watch yourself. Beautiful. Just like that. Unleash your power. Great Link.
Once you activate the main control unit, you will not be able to re-enter the interior of this divine beast. Do you still wish to activate it?
I knew you wouldn't let us down, Link. Thanks to your valor and skill, my soul is free, and Naboris is ours once again. Which means that finally, we can complete what we started years ago. We Gerudo have no tolerance for unfinished business. I've waited so long for the moment to see you finally rush Hyrule Castle. As well as for the moment when I incinerate Ganon into a pile of ash. Which reminds me, I wanted to give you a little something. Please accept this gift, which has come to be known as Urbosa's Fury. It will no doubt be of use to you. Both you and the princess, I know you have suffered much regarding what happened to us champions. But this is how things had to happen. No one need carry blame. So please, make it clear so she understands that. Tell her to shed any worries. And let her know I couldn't be more proud of her. You take good care of the princess. Oh, and also, take good care of Hyrule.
Naboru, Legend of the Gerudo, celebrated over ages. And you, who were named to honor her, you are a legend as well. Isn't that right, Naboris? The bitter essence of defeat from a century ago still sits upon my tongue. But that is now in the past. It was written that Calamity Ganon once adopted the form of a Gerudo. And that will make this victory all the more satisfying. I like that. Now I can take this personally. Once we've established a lock on that thing, it will be up to Link to keep Ganon occupied until the moment we unleash our strike. That moment is going to be so delicious.
Link. 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 Thanks to you, all of the divine beasts have returned to us, and the spirits of the champions are free. We will all be awaiting your clash with Ganon at Hyrule Castle.